Salve a tutti signori e bentornati sul mio canale, io sono Nunzio e oggi ci godiamo una nuova serie Ritorno Monkey Island. Io avevo cominciato la serie sul mio canale ma non l'ho portata a fine perché non veniva molto seguita, però penso di riprenderla poi prima o poi perché è veramente un gran bel ricordo. Parliamo il primo Monkey Island, si parla del 1990 e il secondo nel 92. Questo va a infilarsi proprio alla fine del 2. Diciamo che per chi non si ricordasse la serie, Every ha fatto un bel riassunto che vi metto magari qua sopra nelle descrizioni. Che dire, questa serie, stavamo dicendo, che dire, io lo giocai nel 90, avevo 15 anni e nel 92 ho giocato il secondo. Eppure ho dei bei ricordi, non mi ricordo tutti quanti gli enigmi, io me ho uno sprazio di memoria e perciò è rimasto nel cuore. Vediamo se Ron Gilbert è riuscito a ridare lustro a questo, diciamo, capitolo, perché poi gli altri che sono usciti dopo non sono stati seguiti da lui. Fatto di cappello, però i primi due sono rimasti veramente nel cuore. Ora qua leggi l'album dei dettagli se non conosci la serie Monkey Island ho bisogno di un ripasso.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. we wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I got buried alive! Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Effettivamente poi a LeChuck alla fine sì, con una Mambolodù abbiamo sconfitto, però non hanno detto una cosa importante della fine, però non voglio spoilerare niente, perciò non c'è un vecchio. Andiamo signori, cominciamo. No, casual, tutta la storia casual. Non ci dobbiamo perdere il gusto. Bene.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here, gently now. Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Ah, questa è la fine del secondo.
What's next?
Ecco perché non c'è
Let's
scritto.
goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on, I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
Vostro.
No way, you have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Catena per camminare. Punta con LeChuck e con...
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Possiamo vedere. Niente, schiaccia questo. Penso che questo abbia di tutto tranne una chiave.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Haha. La chiave del bagno.
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
Comprate. Ok.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Infatti.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money
Pezzo da 8.
that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't see that well. For all I know, you could be some really short 30-year-old guy trying to take advantage of my disability. In which case, shame on you. You should know better. And if you really are kids,
La gamba.
then I have to tell you, I don't like kids. Don't like talking to them. Don't like listening to them. Don't like to smell them. You come in here, make fun of me, sneeze on the food, spill stuff on the floor, and leave without buying anything. I'd rather have rats.
I've got good news for you then.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Andiamo.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my
Ma
head.
dov'è il bagno, scusa?
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Ma per il bagno invece dove si deve andare? Poi forse. E qua il bagno? Fai uno scherzo.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Che è il topo la festa qua. Vai. Scusate. Vai in bagno.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Però veramente uno schifo sto bagno. E c'è scritto là qua.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
I once had the
Ma da
hiccups
qua sta
for
qua.
4 days straight.
Gross. Gross.
Immagino.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is
ma tanto quello non
almost as
ci
good
vedo.
as a real coin.
Poi invece?
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay.
C'è un topo morto.
Gross.
Vabbè, andiamo. Tanto quello non ci vede.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Cazzo, in bocca se l'è messo.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Bravo.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Cazzo,
What
c'ha
are
pure i
you
peli.
getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Cazzo, i peli c'ha. Un vero schifo.
So good. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Infatti c'erano i peli già.
So good.
Non mi dite da metterlo sotto le ascelle. No. Vabbè. Vediamo se c'è.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed. Aw. I wonder if this is drinking water.
Non penso.
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
Ah, sì, vediamo. Questo?
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ah, he's dead to the world.
Vabbè, ciao. Yeah.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Ok, vediamo cosa c'è. Dare un'occhiata in giro ed esplorare. Esamina l'ancora, battere sciacchi in una corsa, dare da mangiare all'anatra, aggiungere la salsa nell'asciutta, allenarsi nel combattimento con la spada, trovare un quadrifoglio e esprimere un desiderio. Questo è proprio all'ultimo. Dov'è? All'ancora.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Porco. Grande. Ok, e penso che una l'abbiamo fatta. E ci siamo pure addormentati. Perché non... Ma scusate. Vuol dire che sono... Aspetta. Ok. Battere LeChuck in una corsa. Beh.
I wonder where this path goes.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Non si è fermato. Vabbè. Dà da mangiare all'anatra. Dove sta l'anatra? Qua.
Hey, hands off!
Perché è sua, signora, ma a terra è.
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Ma a terra è.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, they have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
I want to see 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
No, ma davvero? Non ci credo.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Vabbè, intanto andiamo qua.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Ok, e questa l'abbiamo fatta. Aggiunge la salsa al nostro scorbo giusto.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Ok. Rimasti col combattimento, signori. È quello? Cosa fa?
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level!
I win!
I win!
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Ok, abbiamo fatto pure questa? Trovare un quadrifoglio. È un'impresa alquanto difficile. Aspetta, che è qua?
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if.
Cerca
Let's
qua.
look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Viene premuto tab nelle direzioni dei oggetti interattivi.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Ah, perché tutti quanti seguivano quello che c'era scritto, no? Vabbè, cosa c'è dopo? Esprime un desiderio al posto dei desideri. Ok, dove è il posto dei desideri? Faccio una monetina.
At home, I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Prima di scegliere il tuo desiderio dovresti salvare la partita in modo da poter riuscire a rinunciare a un altro desiderio. Ok, e perciò ora scrivere le opzioni e fai salva. Poi una bella pianta.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
Perché hai preso a padaggi schemata delle opzioni. Carica.
I wish D would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
Hey. I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Woo!
Cannibale però.
I take it back. That was the best.
Signori, le proviamo tutte ormai.
I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you.
Whoa!
Azzo.
Told you so.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what is...
Yes, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, was it? Yeah,
È morta.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Vabbè, abbiamo fatto tutto. Ora dobbiamo trovare solo i nostri veri genitori. Abbiamo fatto tutto, vero? Sì.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.